We're in the endgame now. Hey guys, Timzster here, back to finally give a video review of Avengers Endgame, which is almost a week old. It actually premiered on April 24 internationally and here in the Philippines. And I gotta say, it's epic and emotional. I can't stress it enough. If you've enjoyed the Marvel Cinematic Universe since the start with Iron Man in 2008, like I did, we went through a cinematic journey ushered by Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios that led up to this. I mean, it was intense last year with Infinity War when Thanos did the snap, and then most of the heroes were decimated and disappeared, and now we're left with the survivors, led by Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, and Hawkeye, the surviving original six, and the other heroes here like Rocket and Nebula from the Guardians of the Galaxy, War Machine, Ant-Man, and the newest hero, Captain Marvel. And of course, I'm not going to spoil what happens in the movie, but all I can tell you is you have to have a prior knowledge of the past movies. Okay, at least with Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, the first Avengers movie, Thor the Dark World, things like that. Nuggets and pieces from Phase 1, Phase 2, all the way up to Phase 3, in order to understand and appreciate this, not just by watching Infinity War last year. Everything built up to this. It's the end of a journey, and all of our heroes have their moment to shine. But what's gripping about it, and I even wrote a review which you can check on my blog at timster.blogspot.com, is, again, epic and emotional. A lot of investment was made into these characters. I mean, you loved Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. You loved Chris Evans as Captain America. You loved Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. And, of course, Jeremy Renner, who makes his return as Hawkeye, aka Ronin, in this film, finally, after being absent in Infinity War. And there's a good reason why. I won't say much, but he dons a new identity. It's called Ronin. If you read New Avengers, like I did in the comics, that's a familiar identity to Hawkeye fans. Clint Barton goes through a process, much like the heroes do here. They're all defeated, desolated, wasted, come up with a very sad term, but amidst that, they have to rise to the occasion to fight Thanos, find a way to restore everything that was lost, whatever it takes. And going into this, the past week has been so busy. I mean, I have been privileged to cosplay as Captain America for gigs and events with my friends, my fellow cosplayers. In fact, during the first day of Endgame in theaters in the Philippines at April 24, I got to be with my team. And I'll show you a preview of that. This photo. Here we go. Yeah. And there's me as Cap. And there's the rest of the guys. It's just an epic journey. 22 Marvel films, all converging into this. I mean, who would have thought that a cinematic universe like this could have been thought of? I mean, we had superhero movies in the past, but everything interconnected, everybody knowing each other. You build through each and every movie, you get to establish relationships. It's amazing. And this is a true love letter to the fans. Absolutely. You all have your favorites. And of course, my favorite is Cap. And I like Iron Man also. I like Thor. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Ant-Man too. I mean, and Captain Marvel, I mean, who just got her movie last March. I mean, everybody here has their moment to shine. And yeah, fanboy here, enjoying the survivors having their endgame. Yeah, without spoiling anything. I'll get to the spoilers in a bit. I guess it's safe to say that at this moment, if you're watching right now, stop the video. Don't watch any further, but if you are continuing, I will talk about spoilers now, as with the rest of the internet. Okay, so spoilers. The Quantum Realm. Time travel. It's a bit hard to swallow, but their definition of time travel here in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is vastly different from other movies like Back to the Future, Hot Tub Time Machine, Terminator, Star Trek. All of those references by Rhodey there in the movie, that was pretty good. And if you're a pop culture fanatic like I am, yeah, I mean, they're funny moments. I mean, this movie earned its place to have those convoluted, messy, sort of unbelievable moments. But in the grand scheme of things, you're there to see the Avengers kick ass and then avenge, obviously. And you see the journey that Iron Man, Cap, Thor, and the rest come full circle. It's originally the six, and it ends the journey of the six. The original six Avengers, which just so happens to be six Infinity Stones also. And that phrase by Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, Endgame, there's importance here. And the emotional part, I meant that. There are casualties. Not just the people who got snapped. And the heroic sacrifice Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man makes at the end of the film. It's tearful. It's, yeah. A part of the journey is the end. As he said in the trailers. And redemption came at a cost. And the movie skipped to 5 years ahead after the heroes defeated Thanos, albeit not being able to restore things. He snapped the stones away from existence. They killed him. But they had to move on with their lives without their friends, families lost. And the quantum realm theory, introduced by Ant-Man and then confirmed by Tony Stark, gave them a chance to undo the mistakes. I guess my favorite part of the movie is Cap. Cap's journey since the Russo brothers, the directors of the film, took over the Cap films with Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and now this, Avengers Endgame. It completes a story arc. And Cap's journey from being a man out of time to this, getting reunited with the love of his life, Peggy Carter, Agent Carter. That was well-deserved, man. He can do this all day, but at the end of the day, he's only human like us, and he deserves a shot at happiness. But he passed the shield to a worthy successor. And if you're fans of Sam Wilson the Falcon, like I am here in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he deserves a shot. I mean, I'm a Bucky guy. I love Bucky Cap. I cosplayed Bucky Cap. But it's different from the comics. The comic version of Bucky Barnes and the comic version of Sam Wilson are different from the Marvel Cinematic Universe versions. So that's why they have their own TV series coming up. Falcon and Winter Soldier. And it's great to see all of the heroes who disappeared back in that final epic battle sequence. And Cap actually wielding Mjolnir. Oh my god. That was a payoff from Avengers Age of Ultron where he was able to nudge it. But here, after Fat Thor, well, that's another story. Fat Thor got it from 2013. He wielded both Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Cap was able to wield it, harness the power of Mjolnir, and kicked ass. Oh my god. Then led all of the heroes against Thanos and his army. And Thanos, in particular, is actually the 2014 version. It's very convoluted. I mean, the time travel mechanism here. But overall, Avengers Endgame is epic. Epic, epic, epic. 3 hours worth of superhero movie time. I'd suggest if you watch it, don't eat anything or don't drink anything before that. You're going to miss the good parts. And yeah. I don't know what else the Marvel Cinematic Universe has in store for us. In July, it's Spider-Man's turn. It's Spider-Man Far From Home, where he'll meet Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. So Tom Holland's Peter Parker's going to be moving on. He lost a father figure with Tony. And we can only imagine what else the Marvel Cinematic Universe has in store for its fans moving forward. And Kevin Feige confirmed that Far From Home will be the epilogue to Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, Iron Man died a real hero. Cap ended up with the love of his life, thanks to time travel, and a happy ending, well deserved. Thor abdicated his throne in New Asgard and rode out with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm still fat, but I mean, it's not my ideal Thor, but yeah, it works for a different change of pace. But my favorite Thor's journey is still with Infinity War. And yeah, Black Widow heroically sacrificed her life. I'm gonna miss you, Scarlett Johansson. But the Black Widow solo movie, we can only think of what kind of plot line. Will it be a prequel? Will it be a sequel? Will something happen there? And all of this time travel mumbo jumbo play into things we don't know. Hawkeye reunited with his family. Not much Ronan. I would have wanted more Ronan, but we can't be choosers. And Hulk. Well, Professor Hulk. We got to see Bruce Banner combined with his brutish self and taking a nod from the comics when he became smart. So you have brains and brawn. And the rest of the Avengers here. This movie. Well done. Well done. Russo brothers, Kevin Feige, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo, Jeremy Renner, and the rest of the cast. Thank you. Thank you for this. Avengers Endgame is now currently playing on its second week. Please watch it. This is Timzster. We're going to say sayonara to April as of this recording, and it's May already. So we can only expect more good things to come from Marvel and other movies. So stay tuned for anything else that I may have here in this channel. Please subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/TIMZSTER. TIMZSTER. Timzster is also my Instagram handle. And my Twitter is TheTimzster. The Timzster. So I'll see you around.